What's good, YouTube world? It's Coffee back at it with the news, man. We got some hip hop news, some digital thieves getting active out here. WACK100, so you know it's gonna be some flunkery. French Montana's in the news, Slaughterhouse, and much more, man. So let's jump right into it, man. And first up, you see MILK74 shared this public service announcement with the people, right? Now, a lot of this is sometimes, I don't know if it's 100% accurate. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you know this to be all the way official. But it says, what the fuck? I'm about to buy me an old ass flip phone and get rid of this iPhone. As the PSA says the following. It says, if you own an iPhone, your precise location can now be tracked on IG. The recent iOS update automatically turned this feature on for all users. This feature has already been abused by criminals to track the exact location of IG users. And, you know, at the end of the day, again, I don't know if that's all the way official. Like I said, you know, can the feature not be turned off? I don't know. But more or less, you know, if the powers that be or someone who really knows their ish when it comes to, you know, technology and hacking and all that extra, it's just like, yo, you're I mean, listen, we saw with Snowden and the NSA, that's on a whole nother level, the way they're spying on us and everything like that. But I'm just saying, more or less, like, it ain't that hard to find someone's location, you know. And reportedly, like, comment y'all, that's pretty crazy. It's kind of scary, you know what I mean? Like, there's really no privacy nowadays. Like with Snapchat, y'all remember that? There's a map, people just sharing, like, I believe you could turn that off, but it's just wild, man. Like, we're sitting ducks out here and we know it, you know. Everyone's got a device and you know, it's attached to our hip and it leaves a digital footprint, and it is what it is. But what kind of blows my mind with the powers that be, again, referring back to the Snowden ish, you know, they could use between satellites and going back in time to when certain incidents went down, like say someone got snatched up, went missing or something like that, between the satellites or going back to a certain time and tapping into the devices in that area and seeing what they could pick up, because you know they could tap in everyone's device and whatnot, right? They could solve all kinds of missing persons cases and all kinds of ish like that, you know what I mean? But you know, they only use it if it's a matter of national security. But just think about that, you know, like, more or less, if they wanted to solve a lot of ish or wanted to shut down a lot of ish that happens, they probably could, the powers that be, you feel me? Like, just kind of like the war on drugs. We know they're heavily involved in that war, from the freeway Ricky Ross and the crack boom to the ish with the cartels on narcos, like the US GOV involved in all that ish, you feel me? Like, real talk, you know. I was just pointing that out, though, that if they wanted to, they could solve all kinds of ish. It really makes you think, what other ish are they all involved in? Comment and let me know. Now, speaking of thieves online and stuff like that, we saw in a lot of situations, celebrities have been robbed, you know, with the crooks utilizing different social media and more or less stalking individuals, figuring out when they're going to be out of town, robbing their crib, or, you know, situations like Pop Smoke, RIP, you know, where individuals were just able to figure out where he was at, the B&B and whatnot. But I don't know if you guys saw this situation, as I'm sure a lot of individuals remember, a couple years ago, Kim Kardashian was robbed. I believe it was over in France. And there's a interview with the dude that robbed her. You can find this online. I think Vice did this. This guy, I guess, stalked her on social media. I don't know if he did some ish like with location and whatnot, but he studied her movements for 2 years and robbed her ass and got over $10 million worth of jewels. And they were interviewing this guy, like, you know, and listen, he only did 22 months, just under 2 years. So think about that, 22 months for coming up on 10 M's. I don't know if he was able to fence and move all the stolen ish and cash out or not. if he was, that ain't almost that ain't like a bad deal. You know what I mean? 22 M's or I'm sorry, 10 M's, 22 months, and you're able to cash out. I mean, I ain't out here robbing motherfuckers, but I feel like cats who are will say, yo, that ain't a bad deal. And listen, when they were asking him about it, you know, he was saying he didn't have one bit of remorse because, you know, he said pretty much she's throwing away money and she rubs it in the rest of the population. The have-nots, the haves are rubbing it in the have-nots face is the way he was breaking it down. And he saw her throw like a diamond ring in a pool on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't know, you know. But comment if you guys saw this interview. If you didn't, go check it out. It's on YouTube. Again, Vice did it. I'll try and find it and pin the link below. I know sometimes I'm bad with those links, but I'll get it on there. But this whole location-ish had me thinking about this situation. You know what I'm saying? If you guys recall, Kim Kardashian was super shook up about this. You know, like, from my understanding, through the digital stalking, I guess we'll call it, they were able to catch her lacking by herself and hem her up. And I don't know, you know, she was literally spoke about the incident and said she was like begging for her life. Like, yo, I got a family, please let me live. And then you got this guy on here talking about, I don't feel bad at all. And you want to hear some ish too? His name is Giannis Abbas, 67 years old. So this old man out here jacking celebs. That is just crazy. In other news, guys, another post here shared by MILK74. He said a lot of people still fluck with WACK100. Tagged him at WACK100. Tag his ass. That's right, Wack. Don't act like you don't see what Milk said, Wack. We know you done flucked up Milk's platform, sending those fake bots over there, you and Adam22. Like, real talk, based on all the ish I was hearing over there on No Jumper, and the way Wack was behaving on social media, the posts he was throwing up, I'm telling y'all, man, Wack and Adam22 collabed to stagnate MILK74's process and try and fluck up his platform, sending all them bots. That's playing dirty, man. Milk out here getting under these cats' skin, man, really irritating them. But a lot of people still fluck with WACK100 after he worked with the NY Rat Snitch 9. What's worse, the rat or the gangster member dealing with a rat? And at the end of the day, you know, we've been down this road speaking about all the BS and fluckery that WACK100 does, the way he moves, how he's pretty much like the devil, Satan himself, just pure evil. And, you know, many people theorize he's some kind of agent of chaos sent, you know, to fluck up the rap game. Or he got himself in the rap game and then they reached out to him and he said, yo, I'm going to get down with y'all and rock with y'all. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Tap in and comment. But based on this, what do you guys think? I think more and more people are starting to stray away from WACK100. You know, like we did see a lot of cats would fluck with Wack based on, you know, they wanted to do business with him and get their foot in the door. But it seems like more and more things are getting worse for Wack ever since that whole situation happened with, you know, at the game's album release party where the album ain't come out and he got ran off the scene and everything and, you know, got marked out. And I don't know, like it's crazy too, over with his 100 ENT, him and that dude fell out. Now he just appeared on No Jumper trying to put on new people. Like, I don't know why anyone would get down with WACK100 or want to be a part of that anymore. Like, I know people want to get on and they're hungry, and Wack really seems like he got the plug, but it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's all about destroying, not building. But what do y'all think, man? Are more and more people starting to not fluck with Wack? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think about this statement here, Milk said and all that? Real quick, guys, I thought this was dope as hell. You see this piece that Uncle Murda was showing off on the gram. It's like a safe. It's got some straps in there and some money. I don't know. You seen the way the jeweler, when he tried to turn the gears, like, yo, he stopped real quick. Like, what's the deal? Did the gears not work like they're supposed to? Did y'all fuck that up? but I believe Uncle Murda said this is 400 grams. I don't know. I think this is dope. You see, it says Green Light Gang on the side, and I don't know, like hip hop jewelry, the artist pieces and stuff like that have always kind of been an interesting part of the rap game or whatever. You know, like I always share one of my more or less favorite pieces is Nas's QB chain. I believe he had it gold and platinum or gold and white gold. I forget what it was originally, but he ended up having it dipped. Of course, the G-Unit spinners. Y'all remember Young Berg's fake ass Transformer chain that did a whole tour across Detroit, courtesy of Trick. Ghostface, what do you call it? Wonder Woman arm with the eagle on his arm. I don't know why he said Wonder Woman, right? Dinner plate, big ass gold chain, but I don't know. Like you have Mobb Deep with the long ass chains, the Dipset chains, the Rockefeller chains. Like, what's some of your guys' favorite pieces of hip hop jewels, and what do you guys think of this one that Uncle Murda is rocking? Aside from that, do you fuck with Uncle Murda? Are you a fan of Uncle Murda? You know what I mean? Like, it's always kind of interesting to me that his career never really took off. I'm not saying he hasn't had a good career, but I'm just surprised things didn't go like way better for Uncle Murda. You know what I mean? Everyone knows he has those yearly wrap-ups. Him and Skills ended up beefing over that, you know, because he was doing it first. But I thought way back in like 2011 when he had that song, Warning, I thought that was going to do it for Uncle Murda, blow him up. He had the fire-ass remix with Jadakiss, Cam, Styles, and Styles P and Jada. Like, he had a bunch of cats on there. French was on there. It was fire. You know what I mean? I believe it was kind of interesting, too, to see that he signed to G-Unit a couple of years ago. Like, he got down with G-Unit when G-Unit kind of really doesn't even exist almost more, in a sense, anymore. And I guess he's still rocking with him because he just posted up some footage of him on some kind of show with him and Yayo and 50. I still got to tap into that new Yayo interview, man. Yayo be having some dope interviews over there on Vlad. But comment and let me know what you guys think about Uncle Murda as a whole. You know, the hip-hop jewels like we were talking about, but also Uncle Murda as an artist, his career, your thoughts. Some pretty big news here. How about this, man? French Montana, Unforgettable, was dropped back in 2017. Very popular song. Obviously, it has hit the diamond mark. 10 million sold. And, you know, they factor in the streams and sales equivalents and everything like that. This makes French Montana the first African-born artist with a diamond single. And they also, you know, because he came up in the Bronx, you know, he's also from the Bronx. He is the first male artist from the Bronx with a diamond single. So that's huge, man. And it's really interesting when you think about it with French Montana. You know, a lot of people forget French Montana is kind of one of the original bloggers before there was a blogger. You know what I mean? The Cocaine City DVDs and everything he grinded on his own, making, you know, the DVDs in that DVD era. A lot of, you know, there's a lot of content creators here on YouTube as well who originated from that DVD era. But French did all that, never quit, kept pushing, and here he is now. Diamond single, you know. French was always very strategic as well, the way he would do with certain collabs. Like his music, it feels like he's slowed down and hasn't dropped as much music anymore. And I'm not as big of a fan as his music as I used to be. I'm not knocking it. It just kind of went in a different direction or whatever. But he would do certain collabs and stuff like that to get the stream numbers up and, you know, wait on releasing certain projects. And then when the project would come out, the numbers off the singles that would be on that had already been charting and streaming for a little while would help push that into, you know, platinum status before when the album is just dropping. Like, French knows what he's doing out here, you know what I mean?
To say that, and ended up thriving, by the way. But part of it is medicine and therapy, and the other part is we working for y'all, man. And that's what we've been doing from the gate, man. And that's the reason why some of that I don't be tripping on, because you go rap about it. Go rap about it. You know what I'm saying? I know Keno don't rap, but here, turn the beat on, put Keno on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas start rapping, man. You know what I mean? Because it's going to start looking like the reason you ain't rapping about it is because you can't come on the level that me and my man Joel Ortiz is on. You feel me? When the mic turns, always moving. You feel me? It's always moving.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna say this, Krug. I'm gonna say
the mic turns, always moving. You feel me? It's always moving.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna say this, Krug. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not above a diss record, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? All I did on that last album was tell the fucking truth. I told the fans why there was no more Slaughterhouse. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I didn't call niggas out their names. I didn't do anything but say the truth. But if niggas keep it up, I'm not above a diss record, bro. I'm not above that. I don't do lives and shit like that. All my peoples know that. Everybody that know that I'm on here, I don't do this. This is not my thing. I get in the booth and I rhyme. That's my thing. So just leave me alone, man. I'm not bothering you. I said my truth. I haven't mentioned anything since March. I said why they get no more Slaughterhouse shit, and then I was off of it. You don't.
All right, y'all. You guys heard that clip there. Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye chopping it up. They're sick. They're sick of Royce and Joe Budden talking that ish. You know what I'm saying? Comment, guys, if you were a big fan of Slaughterhouse. I was. A lot of hip hop heads were like, Slaughterhouse was the truth, and it's such a shame that this is what it's came to. Where the group went inactive for so long. Then Joel and Crook dropped their joint some months back. What was it, like March or something like that? And Joe Budden and Royce the 5'9" got all mad. We're talking ish. Originally, I thought that was like almost some fake beef ish cooked up to, stir up a buzz behind the project, but it seemed really legitimate. You know what I mean? And they got a new project coming up, Joel and Crooked Eye, that they're promoting now. And I just caught a Crooked Eye interview recently where he was asked because Royce the 5'9", was just doing a promo run for his greatest hits project that he just dropped. And his manager, when they did the Breakfast Club, Royce's manager, they got asked about the whole Slaughterhouse situation, and they basically said, that Crooked Eye tried to bring the group a bad deal. Because that was part of the story when the Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse got dropped, that, hey, we tried to drop it with all of you guys weren't with it. Joe don't want to rap, he's retired. And then Royce was talking about, you brought us a bad deal. Crooked Eye said that that's all cap. He said first he got them off Shady Records because Joe wouldn't do anything on Shady. Then Joe still didn't want to do it. Then he said, and Royce wouldn't do it if Joe didn't do it. And then he said he got them an amazing deal where they would own their own music and everything. There was nothing bad about the deal. And they still didn't want to do it. So that's how it ended up becoming a duo. They just wanted to close the book on Slaughterhouse and, let them and the fans get some closure. And Joey and Royce the 5'9" still feeling some kind of way. So, hey, if they got to drop the diss, they might as well, right? Because you heard them. They've continued to just make their music and push on, not even really mention these guys no more. But Royce and Joe still got some ish to say, So what do y'all think about that, man? You think they should drop the diss? Did you like the Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse project? Are you going to tap into the new joint that they're dropping, September in a couple weeks? Let me know your thoughts about it all below in the comments. And that's going to conclude this video. As always, guys, this has been another episode from J Coffee Talk. I thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to sub up. Stay tuned. Daily videos dropping, music, news, sports, and more. And I'm about here, y'all. Peace.